Finance Minister Mathias Cormann is under fire for spending almost $40,000 in taxpayer funds to fly to Perth on a defence jet. The fare included a stopover in Adelaide where he met two crossbench senators to drum up support for the government's corporate tax cuts. But they say the meeting could have waited a few days when Parliament resumed in Canberra. Here's political reporter Stephanie Dalzell.
Modelling or economic modelling,
and with a smile,
is all part of the job for Mathias Cormann, and so is dealing with turbulence.
I'm not sure it would pass the pub test. Frankly, I live in Adelaide. The Virgin flight's pretty good.
Senator Cormann was flying high in June after successfully navigating the government's personal income tax cuts through the Senate. But attention quickly turned to the coalition's proposed corporate tax changes.
What kind of incentive are you willing to give to the crossbench? How much are you willing to pay to get these reforms through?
Well, we'll continue to work with the crossbench to persuade them.
It turns out he was willing to pay a large amount of money. Government documents show Senator Cormann flew on a Challenger defence jet from Canberra to Adelaide to meet with crossbenchers, and then on to Perth, where he lives. Taxpayers also had to pay for the jet to return to Canberra. All up, $37,000.
Seems like a lot of money for a meeting that he was obviously very desperate to do, but didn't result in much.
The meeting with crossbenchers wasn't successful. Senator Cormann never got the entire tax package off the ground.
I don't believe at the time that there was a critical need for a meeting on that day.
The ABC understands the Challenger jet was used because there were no commercial flights available, and the government says it was all above board.
I think taxpayers would be very pleased knowing that the Finance Minister is trying to ensure that they pay less tax.
The entitlement system for politicians was overhauled in the wake of the Choppergate scandal that claimed Bronwyn Bishop's scalp. And now any costs incurred by politicians must represent value for money. A spokeswoman for Mathias Cormann said the use of special aircraft was approved in the appropriate way. But while it might be within the rules, the question now is whether it will fly with the public. Stephanie Dalzell, ABC News, Canberra.